Welcome to Collective Healing Sundays with Cynthia Clark. I'm so honored you've joined us. Each week we come together to heal, awaken, and ascend, clearing trauma, activating higher timelines, and returning to the truth of who we are. Through energy work, channeled guidance, and the wisdom revealed in your hands, we'll explore the soul's blueprint and reclaim your divine alignment. Take a deep breath, settle into your heart, and let's begin this journey of collective healing together.
Hello, spiritual friends, and welcome to today's live stream. I'm Cynthia Clark, and I am so excited to help the planet with their ascension. And I started doing these collective healing Sundays to really go into specific areas where the collective is holding on to different traumas, different stresses, and it's something that we need to do collectively in order to raise the vibratory set point of the planet. So as we heal each other, as we heal as a group, and also as we heal ourselves, what we're doing is we are elevating the consciousness of the planet so that we're all able to ascend. And this is incredibly important work right now because we are on the threshold of moving into a higher density, a higher dimensional reality. And so I receive instructions pretty much every day from my spirit guides and my angels, archangels, galactics, and they give me different transmissions and guidance to do this planetary work, both for the collective, like we're going to do today, and also for clients that I work with. So and of course, I'm always working on myself too, so I'm certainly not excluded from that. But what I want to share today is one that has come up for me as something that needs to really heal, and that is our perceptions around failure. And, you know, I'm sure we've all gone through periods in our lives when we've had a different failure. We thought we were devastated by something that didn't manifest that we wanted to have manifest. Maybe we were looking for, maybe we had in mind something specific that we really wanted and it didn't happen the way that we thought it would or the way that we thought we wanted it to happen. And this can create a trauma in our energy system, in our energy field. And this can carry also across multiple lifetimes. So, for example, if you had a trauma in a past life and you didn't heal it, that energy, that frequency is going to carry forward into your current incarnation. And I do believe that we choose the different things that we are healing very specifically from certain lifetimes, but we also can be open and proactive in actually recognizing that we have different traumas and different stresses, and maybe we have perceived something as a failure when it actually was just a part of the lesson, or it was part of something that we wanted to advance in, right? So I don't actually look at failures as failures. First of all, I view failures as something. Hello, Ness. Yes, I'd love to read for you. We're going to do some hand reading today, by the way, so this is going to be fun. But yes, what I wanted to say is that failures are not really failures. Failures are just a way for us to learn and grow and evolve. And they're opportunities for us to redirect our energy. Sometimes we need to fail in order to succeed. And really, it is not to punish us. It's not to beat us up. It's not to, make us suffer. None of that stuff is actually what it's about. It's actually just about, we're here on Earth. We're here in an Earth experience. We are here to learn and grow and ascend. So So today's live stream is dedicated to all those times where you thought you were a failure. And we're going to shift that energy around collectively. And I'm really excited to be sharing some information about your hands as well. So I'm going to do a little screen share here. So bear with me for just a second while I get my slides up, and we're going to look at some things together. And then we're going to go through our healing. So let's see, make sure I do this correctly. There's quite a lot of buttons I got to push here. And here we go. All right. And I'm going to pull up my presentation. Here we are. All right. So today we are definitely going to be releasing this sense of failure, anything that we have felt like we have not really done properly in this lifetime or another. So I'm excited to share some of my palm portal healing with you if you haven't experienced it yet. And we're going to bring in some beautiful tones using my planetary tuning forks today too. So we're going to talk a little bit about the impact of judgments. We're going to look at how perceived failure shows up in your hands. And I'm excited to share a few examples with you. And then, like I said, we'll finish up with a collective healing together. And by the end of this, you are going to feel so successful. You're going to feel really good about yourself. And that is the goal of this live stream, because you are already a success. And that's really something that I want to stress with you. And it's time that we embrace that and we know that. So here is a channeled message that I received from Mary Magdalene. She said, I would welcome and appreciate a weekly message from me to be delivered to your audience to ignite their hearts and uplift their vibratory set point, for humanity is in need of upliftment, especially during this transitional period. They need to know they can choose the path of ascension at any time by asking, what is the ascended choice in front of me to raise my love, light, and joy in all timelines and all dimensions now? When you ask this question, the lighted path is lit for you to make the aligned choice. As you know, many people choose when they're in fear, doubt, or confusion, or judgment too, like I'll talk about. So this results in a jumbled manifestation path that may not be the highest possible path. You have made many choices from a sense of duty or burden. I would like you to release your burdens to me so that you may now co-create in joyful passion. Okay, so that is a really great transmission showing that we are co-creators. We have the power to actually move into this aligned energy, this higher frequency, and we have to let go of those lower frequency vibrations such as fear, doubt, confusion, and judgment. And when we're holding on to those perceived failures, that is really just going to slow us down energetically, right? It's the negative manifesting, I call it. When we have negative manifesting, we are not in alignment with the 8 essential intentions that I talk about all the time. And so one of the 8 intentions is that we have to let go of our judgments or attachments to how something specifically shows up. So, for example, if you go into a restaurant, okay, here's a very simple example. You go into a restaurant, you place your order, right? You're like, okay, I would like this cheeseburger, with a salad or whatever. And so at that point, you give your order to the waitress. You sit at the table. You enjoy your time with your friends. You're laughing. You're talking. You're enjoying yourself, and you know that meal is coming to you. You don't go back into the kitchen and talk to the cook and say, I would like that piece of lettuce and I would like that burger patty. And, you better make sure it's on that plate. And if you don't bring it out in exactly 13 minutes, I'm going to be really upset. Okay. This is just ridiculous, right? We don't want to manifest like that. So if we're too specific in how we see the success happening, it can just create a lot of stress in our lives, right? And it doesn't need to be this way. So I want to go through now just a little bit of how this perceived failure shows up in your hands, and we're going to look at some examples. So first off, I want you to take a look at your own thumb. Okay, your thumb is your willpower, and it is going to show you your manifesting vibration. Okay, so how you create your reality is going to be located in your thumb. All right, so we want to look at the sections of the thumb. All right, so just like the fingers, by the way, we have different phalanges, and the lower phalange is going to show us that you can think of the whole thumb as like, this is where we get ready. This is the aiming, is the middle section, and the upper section is like the firepower. Okay, so ready, aim, fire is one way to look at it. We can also look at this as the upper chakras in the out of the 7 chakras of your body. This lower section here in the thumb is going to be the throat chakra. The middle section will be the third eye, and the upper section will be the crown chakra. Okay, so we definitely want to look at these sections and just see what it is that they're doing. All right, so when the lower section is weak, it is going to show an inability to set intentions. Okay, so this means that you're either not consciously co-creating your life. You're not setting intentions, you're not thinking about it, you're not even ready really to manifest, right? Because you have to be proactive in at least putting in your order, right? You don't go to a restaurant and then not give an order. So think of it like that, right? The server is going to come to the table and they're going to ask you, what do you want? What do you want in your life? And what do you want to eat? And if you don't know, you're going to have some problems. They'll just hang out until you decide. So when we go to the middle section, and if this section is weak, this is going to show an inability to strategize or to see a way to a solution. So maybe you've put your order in, right? You've put it in, but then you end up over planning or over worrying or just maybe you're getting lost in the details. By the way, if you have a thumb that looks like this with lots of horizontal lines running through this middle section, this is what we would call analysis paralysis. It's where you are so stuck in details that you're unable to actually make a decision and manifest something. Right? So this is the person who spends, half an hour looking at the menu and they want everything on the menu. So therefore they end up ordering, a glass of lemon water. Right? That's that type of person. So that's what we can see with this type of thumb. So we definitely don't want to be stuck in that energy. By the way, your lines do change in your hands. So if you happen to have this in your hands, it's just giving you a feedback, right? Your hands are just showing you what's going on so that you can actually make a change. And it's not there, like I said earlier, it's not there to punish you. It's not there to judge you. It's, it's so funny when I read for people, sometimes they're like, oh no, I've got this marker on my hand, or maybe a lack of a marker, right? I don't have that particular talent marker. And it's like, well, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. All right. We're all on our journey. We're all on this pathway together. So don't worry. I'm here for you. I got you. I'm going to help you through this. Okay. So that's the middle section of your thumb. And the upper section of the thumb is like I was saying, the crown chakra. This is your manifestation zone, I also call it, this upper portion. And it's going to show where you are exerting your willpower. So if it's weak, it's definitely going to be showing that you're not manifesting something that you wanted. It didn't come about the way that you thought it would. There's something missing. If we see a lot of the horizontals in this section too, it can be from excessive worrying or excessive stress. So those are some places to check on your hands. So I want you to take a look at your own hands right now and just see what is going on with your thumb. All right. And let me just come out of here before we move into the healing. And let me just see if anybody has a question. All righty. So, all right, Ness has a few comments here. Yeah, no, I won't be reading your hands from the chat. No, that's true. But yes, we want you to definitely look at your thumb. So if you have those horizontal lines, we do want to know what's going on. Yeah, and make sure you don't chop your thumb if you're making a salad. Okay, yeah, so the bottom is the throat chakra. So yeah, this section right here is the throat chakra. The middle section is the third eye, and the top part is the crown, right? So just going up, right? Up this way. So you can look at it that way. And yes, there is also a difference between the two hands. So, your passive hand is actually where we have more of the potential and more of the inner realm. Also, our left thumb is where we connect to the portal of collective willpower, and the right thumb is our portal of personal willpower. So let's see. The thinnest part should be the middle. Actually, the lower section should be the smallest, followed by the middle section. The upper portion, and it's not always like this, should be the biggest section. All right, so okay, so we're going to move into our healing now. Yeah, you're normal. Yes, you are. And you can think about also the sections, like how much time do I spend in a section, right? So we don't necessarily want to spend all of our time in the throat chakra because that's setting those intentions. Like we don't want to be constantly just setting intentions. We want to have that firepower actually to be the strongest and the biggest section, which makes perfect sense, right? We want it to be a natural progression. And the same goes with the fingers too, just depending on which phalanges are big or which are small is going to show you where you spend your time and what is important to you. But different variations are not always better or worse. It just is going to show different things. So, all right, so we're going to move into some healing. I hope you're excited about this. We're going to do a process called palm portal healing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And here we go. And back over here to the slides. All right, so you hopefully took a quick look at your own hands and could see how stressed out you are or not. But we're going to move into what I call the palm portals. Okay, so the palm portals are I received this information from a transmission about how our hands connect us to our multidimensional selves. Okay, so they're not only just mirrors to who we are, but they are also the pathway to connecting to different aspects of our multidimensional selves. Okay, so we've got one for each finger, and we've also got one in the center part of the palm called the portal of change. And when we actively work with these portals, we can actually transform energy, we can change our vibration, and we can move into a higher vibratory set point for our own ascension. So today we're going to be working with two portals. We're going to be working with left Jupiter. So this is on your left hand, your index finger. We call this the Jupiter finger. And this particular portal relates to your inner strength and self-knowledge. And we're going to work with this one because this is going to be looking at our perceived failures, right? So I'm going to run us through a meditation, and we're going to start out with this portal. We're also going to be moving into the right thumb. Okay, so this will be our second portal, is the right thumb, which we were just looking at, the portal of willpower. And the other thing that I want to just point out for you to pay attention to on these two slides is the symbol that you see here. This is a channeled symbol that goes energetically on your finger. All right, so as you look at this, I want you just to envision it on the finger that we're referring to. And also, I put a fractal image behind it because that also helps to open us up to our multidimensional selves. So this is a fractalized version of the symbol that I received. And the same goes with this one. On the right thumb, you're going to envision this symbol on your right thumb. And this is the symbol of infinite abundance. So these are two symbols that we're going to work with today. All right, so all you have to do is just go through the process with me. And I am going to guide us first off with my tuning fork. I've got the planetary tuning forks, which are beautiful tones. So we're going to just relax and just go through the process together. And if you have an opportunity, if you're not driving or whatever, definitely I don't recommend doing this while you're driving, but watch the replay and then you can do it. But yeah, I'm just going to play the tone, which is going to be very healing. The first one that we're going to do is for the sun, which is 252.44 hertz. So we're going to listen to that tone for our left Jupiter finger, and that's going to help clear out the perceived failures. And then we're going to move into a different tone for the second section, and that's actually going to be the Mars tone. So it's connecting to the planet Mars, which is going to build up your confidence and your ability to persevere, and just really that success energy is going to come in with this tuning fork. And the vibration of this one is 289.44 hertz. All right, so now you can just relax, and I'll guide you through the whole thing. So take a moment to settle into stillness. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath guide you inward. And just take a deep breath in and out. And just slow down your breathing, just focusing on relaxing that breath. Let your awareness now drift down into your heart. And with every breath, I want you to allow the mind to quiet. If you have a thought right now, just let it drift away like a cloud. And that's perfectly fine. You're safe here. You're held here. You are at home within yourself. And just relax. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to begin to see all the versions of you. The one who tried and didn't succeed. The one who gave everything and still felt unseen. The one who wandered, doubted, hesitated. The one who fell. And the one who rose again. One by one, these parts of you are gathering in a circle, not to be judged, but to be loved. Now, place your left index finger on your heart and envision that symbol right in front of you. And we're going to open up this portal right now. And you're welcome to repeat this silently or out loud after me. Left Jupiter, portal open, so that I may access my divine birthright of inner strength and self-knowledge. I forgive myself completely. I release all judgments, all stories, all burdens. I honor my path and all it taught me. I reclaim my light, my worth, my freedom, now and always. And go ahead and just breathe that right into your left Jupiter portal. And let it soak in. I forgive myself for the things I didn't know, for the times I stayed too long or left too soon, for the words I said and the ones I couldn't find, for the dreams I delayed and the truths I silenced. And go ahead and breathe that in into your left Jupiter portal. I forgive myself, not because I was wrong, but because I am ready to be free. Oh. Let me go back. Okay, now we're going to change gears. We're going to move over to the Mars tone. And this time I want you to focus on your right thumb. So now it is time to receive. For you are already a success, and you must recognize this energetically. So now I'd like for you to place your right thumb over your left index fingerprint. All right, so just taking that right thumb and left Jupiter. Okay, just bring those up, and then you can bring those up to your heart. All right, and we're going to focus on this symbol now on the right thumb. And this is a powerful mudra, by the way, so doing this is really helpful because we're bringing two portals together. We're bringing our portal of willpower with our portal of inner strength and self-knowledge. Okay, here we go. So now it is time for you to receive. For you are already a success and must recognize this energetically. Right thumb, portal open, and align with left Jupiter. portals of willpower and self-knowledge. I now claim and see myself as a success. I am a master of success. I know that I'm already successful. I have succeeded. My growth and ascension is already happening. I now choose and release my burdens and perceived burdens to the guides in the higher dimensional realms, where they are able to transmute them into success now. Thank you, and so it is. Now, let these words flow into your heart as a transmission from your higher self. Beloved, you have never failed. You have only learned. Every closed door was a redirection. Every delay, a sacred pause. Every misstep, a moment of becoming. You are not broken. You are becoming. Forgive yourself, not because you did wrong, but because you are worthy of lightness, worthy of freedom, worthy of joy, unbound by the past. Let each moment be cleansed. Let each choice be blessed. Let each chapter, no matter how incomplete it felt, be honored as essential. You are whole. You are holy. You are free. And stay here for just a moment and receive this truth. Let your soul receive this truth. Spread this out into the entire collective. The entire collective consciousness may now receive this energy of truth. And just feel it through those portals. Now, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel a wave of softness. Feel a wave of compassion. Feel inner liberation. Begin to return gently to your body. You can release the connection between your right thumb and your left Jupiter finger, and you can bring your awareness back to the present moment, back to where you are, back to the room you're in or the place you're in. And if you had your eyes closed, you can open them. And if they're open, you can just release into the now, into the present. And you are free. You are free, you are free, you are free. You are successful. You are already successful. You are whole. Thank you, and so it is. Okay. So that was an example of a collective healing. So if you happen to be joining me for the first time in this live stream, I do have some other ones you can go back and watch the replays of. We did slavery trauma healing. We did hand analysis trauma healing. We did, we like to do some different types of healing on these Sundays. And I also want to just mention as well that if you happen to want to heal your own stress, whatever is showing up in your hands, I do have a program that helps you to do that, and it's called the Diamond Heart. It's an emotional ascension healing program, and it is really designed to help you free yourself from any emotional stress that you're holding onto from this lifetime or any other. And it's a path to really open up to unconditional love, higher self expression. It's designed to bring you a lot more inner peace. And it's really a way for you to recognize your emotional system, which is located in your hands. So if you're interested, you can just go to ascension17.com/courses, or you can put Diamond in the comments and I will reach out to you directly. So that is going to be everything for today. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. But yes, I welcome your comments. I love helping you with your own ascension and your own pathway. And we are definitely on a pretty tight timeline. I've been receiving some interesting transmissions lately regarding our ascension path on the planet. So yeah, this is the time of actually being ready and getting ready is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So this is actually the most important thing that we can focus on right now, is healing all of this trauma that we're still carrying in our vibrational fields, so that we can actually move into ascension, because the time is right. It's right now. So yeah, this is what we're here for. But yeah, so thank you so much. I am not planning on doing a live stream next week, but I do plan on doing one the week after, because we do have Easter coming up next week, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be busy doing stuff for that. So plan on seeing me again in 2 weeks. Also, if you haven't checked out my podcast, I've got a podcast that comes out every Thursday, and it's called Life Ascended. And this is a way to also have meaningful conversations around ascension, and it's super fun. I just did an episode with Dr. Tice, who was, he's a naturopathic doctor. He's super smart. And we had a really good conversation that just came out on Thursday. And this coming Thursday on the 17th, we're going to have, I'm going to be talking about the palm portals in a lot more detail. So I'm really excited to be sharing with you information about all of the palm portals. And it came after I went to, I just got back from a trip from Greece, and I went up to the Oracle of Delphi. And I received some really interesting transmissions right after that trip. So join me on Thursday for that. And you can catch it right here on YouTube, or you can also go to my website, ascension17.com /podcast. You can also find it under, any of the podcast channels, Spotify, iTunes, the regular places you would find podcasts. So until next time, thank you so much for being here, and let's ascend together. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Okay. Bye.